My name is Jan Waterson. I'm a volunteer for the Centre for Sustainable Energy. Before we enter the house, it's possible to look around and see what kind of area it is, what the general housing stock is like, and what that particular house is like, how well maintained it is, and also what sort of windows there are, whether it's double glazing or single glazing, what age of house it is, so what issues it might have in terms of energy loss or heat loss. One of the things we do quite early on is put down a little thermometer card so that we can get an idea of how warm or cold the house is. The recommended temperatures are 21 degrees in your lounge and about 18 degrees in the rest of the house. And if we see the temperature is falling below that, then we know that there are possible issues for this person keeping warm. We can ask them about what insulation they have. We ask them how much there is in the loft. And we talk to them about the possibility of improving that if it's not very much. There's other types of insulation as well, so we can go through all of those things, talk to them about ways that they can be introduced to the house to make it retain its heat better. If it's single glazed, then chances are that the windows will be the coldest part and they will attract any moisture in the house, so they will get a lot of condensation there. We talk to them about their bills, what type of heating they have, and ask them when was the last time they changed their supplier. And then we can talk to them about the possibility of reducing those bills. We usually have a look at their meters, and from that we can see whether they're using a credit or a prepayment meter. We ask them a little bit about their own circumstances. If they are retired or unemployed, then we immediately know that they're likely to be at home a lot during the day, and so they need more heat. We also find that people who have electrical heating, particularly economy 7, sometimes need advice on how to get best use out of that, because economy 7 can be very expensive for people to run. We very often find that people who are struggling to pay for their fuel bills will keep some of their house unheated because they don't use it very much. Those parts of the house then are possibly becoming damp and have other issues, so they then have trouble with keeping the building itself well maintained. People, again, if they're not heating their houses to a high level, will find that they get a lot of condensation in cold corners and on windows, and they notice that and they obviously worry about it because they realise it's a problem. We ask them about their health, just so we get a bit of background and who else is living in the building. So in addition to the advice that we give while we're there, there's various follow-ups that CSE can offer. And one of them is to contact an energy company on their behalf if that's necessary. Another is to refer them on to other organisations that can help, for example, with more detailed benefit advice or with providing insulation at a reasonable cost, advising them on grants where they can get those things done to their homes, those energy improvements done to their homes. And also organisations where they can get repairs done if they have such things as problems with damp.
All right, thanks very much. And give us a call if you've got any problems, okay?
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
For me, it's all mixed up together. It's people who can't afford to live properly, who can't afford to look after their health, who possibly are choosing between whether to keep their house warm or to have something to eat. And having to live like that from day to day is really unimaginable for me, but also something that I find shouldn't be allowed or shouldn't be accepted so casually.